Hey guys, Duna's Plays here, and well, this is going to be a big one. So let's try and get started. First of all, the night's nice, but just to show you can get stuck in the wall. You can sleep. We just go there and we enter the sleep. In the top left corner, you can see the time changing. So we'll go to 7 in the morning. Lovely. Now I'm thinking, do I want to get a wheel because we have a full hub there. We don't have a brake disc, sorry. But we do have a hub. Now I'm thinking if I can just get another wheel, I can push it in and get it on the lift. So I'm thinking, let's get another wheel. So first thing we need is we need a 5-spoke wheel. Now unfortunately, that means we're going to have to go over here. Now I'm going to get rid of this. So we're going to need a 5-spoke wheel or a 5-hub, not hub, like lug, what are they called? Wheel lug. 5 lug? Sounds a bit odd. Anyway, we need 5 locking wheel nuts or wheel nuts. So we need a 5 one, any 5. I don't really care what's cheapest. You're probably cheapest. 16? 5, that's what I need. And then I need 16. Those tyres are a bit big, aren't they? 16 low, 16. Just go with that. So we bought them. Now the problem is the tyre. Oh, come here, you. The tyre machine is in our workshop. So we just need to move it over. Once we've got this car up and running, we'll obviously have something we can throw tyres in and bring them back, which is the whole reason I want this car. So you on there. And I don't know if jumping makes it quicker, but a bit of bunny hopping seems to go faster. At least it feels faster. So we'll stick with that. So we're just going to get there, grab this tyre, get them on, and then we've got 4 wheels on the car. We can maneuver it about and get it on the lift, which will make our job a lot easier. So the map's pretty expansive. It's got shops dotted about, but they do take a long time to get to. Right, there we go. So we just click on there and bam. Got ourselves a new wheel. So I'm going to grab my wrench because we're going to need it. And let's see if we can just throw this on. No. Okay. So we do have a bottle jack, which we're going to have to make use of. There it is. So we want to turn this around, and I'm going to do... No. If you can get it to do that, look. Should be enough. So let's... Yep. Okay, that's 4 wheels on the car. So we're just going to make sure that all the tyres are pumped up for now, make it a lot easier to maneuver them. They look pretty good. I know this one won't be. So if we drop the jack down, as you can see when I do that, this one isn't. So we just... There we go. Just go around and check all the others. Make sure we're all good on that front. It seems like we are. Fantastic. Right, we should be able to push this back into the garage now and work on it on the lift, which will be super useful. So let's close everything in. Has it got a handbrake? It does. Okay, got to be careful now because it will just roll off on me. No, don't go that way. I need you to go. No, I don't want to get in. I want to push it. You can push it sideways. It can be pretty easy, but you've got to hit it on the right spot. Otherwise, your guy wants to try and just climb in the vehicle. That wasn't very good, was it? we need to push the back over. Push the front over a bit more. Push the back over a bit more. Quite a lot more, actually. That was probably a bit too much. The joys of lining a car up for this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the handbrake on and push it, because it won't slide around as much. Okay. So if I just get it back into position. Yeah, it's way too close. Way too close. Okay, let's try this. So we'll get the arms in place, ready to go. That doesn't look too bad, actually, to be fair. Yep, it's on the bottom. Yep, it's on the bottom. Okay, we've lifted her up. So we're working on the suspension today, and it needs a lot of work. My God. Yep, that's going to need a lot of work. So we might as well get started. So what I like to do is I'll take the wheels off, and they're just going to get shoved in the corner here for now. I think these are the same wheels, actually. Yeah, they are. It's just the other ones are painted and dirty. So I might actually just be able to use these wheels. Should be nice. I need to give the car a good clean. But I want to get it functional so it can drive, stop, and turn over under its own power. And then we can move from there. So I'm just going to drop this down just a tad. Right, so first things first. We can get the whole thing off as one. So if we lower it, I'm actually going to take the bonnet off. So we'll open the bonnet, undo the two there, do those two, and we'll just remove the bonnet and we'll just put it onto this side for now. Perfect. Right, so what I'm aiming for is there's a bolt there and there, there. We should be dropping the whole thing out. No. Yeah, that should drop the whole thing out. Unless it's attached somewhere else. It's highly likely. Let's see. No, hang on, there it is. There's what we're after. I knew I was hitting the wrong ones. That should... You can drop out for me? Yeah, there we go. I think something just flew out the window. It did. It was the hub, or the knuckle. Okay, so we got the front suspension. We've got the front cross member out. So now we want to just basically take it apart. So got the spring. Obviously, in real life, you'd want to take that spring off, because those things can be very dangerous. So I'll go with this again. That, take the spring off. We're actually not looking too bad, if I'm honest, for the suspension. Some decent components. Okay, to be fair, this looks good. Yep, half axles look good. I believe this is... Oh no, it's okay, cool. I haven't done this car before, you see. That's perfect. Okay. Well, the half axles look good, so we'll keep them. So realistically, all we need is the cross member. We need the lower control arm for the left and the upper control arm for the right. And everything else looks pretty good. That shock absorber's still good. That one's gone. That brake's, come on, that brake's gone. That knuckle's good, that knuckle's bad. But we'll get this mostly done. So we need a shock absorber front, a lower control arm left, and an upper control arm right. So we'll do NIV, then we go suspension, shock absorber front. It's lower control arm left, upper control arm right. I'm hoping I'm right on that one, but we'll see. We will see. Right. Oh, and we need probably the most important part. We're not getting anywhere without one of these. Is we need, where are you? Control arms, steering columns, cross member. Perfect. Right. We have a cross member. So before it goes back in the car, we're just going to put it together. If we can. There we go. 1, 2. Got the lower control arm. Is that? That is. Yes. Lovely. Right. So that's that. We're also going to need a knuckle for that. We can put the spring in. Can we put the shock absorber in? We can. Lovely. Right. Oh, that was the bolt for the shock absorber. Right. Okay. I knew it was something. Okay. That's lower control. Where are we? That's upper control. So yeah, I find this game to be, it can be infuriating with some of the physics glitches and whatnot, but to be honest, if you like cars, it's actually quite a lot of fun. Okay, so we got that, we just need the springs putting in. Now, if I remember correctly, yep, I can't put the spring in there like that. I need to grab you, then grab the spring, then put it in. Because I'm compressing the spring. Now, where's the other spring? There was a second spring, and for some reason it's got all over here. So that's the springs in place. Now what I'm actually going to do is put the differential on as well. Grab you. Right, differential bolts. You're around the other side, aren't you? Down the bottom. So one there, on there. Right, that's the differential in. So actually, grab you. I'm going to put that in, and when we bolt it in, the game, I think the game will just stop for a second. That's it. Don't know if you saw that little stutter. That just meant that everything was, that was the tie rod. That's fine. Don't need to worry about that just yet. That just meant that everything was falling apart, basically. All right, we'll take this off. Right, so that's step one. We need the knuckles and the brakes. So we got bad knuckle, good caliper. Which here we got good knuckle, bad caliper. So let's just get the caliper off. Now you don't need to, but I'm going to put new brake pads on it. Now I've just undone something there. And it's the main, see that? So you want to be careful with what you, now which side is this knuckle? This side or it's that side? Cool. So we get this knuckle on. Just 2 bolts attaches that. We need a new one for the other side, but so we need a new front left hub carrier. And then we need brake pads all round, and we need new cables. There we go. I'm going to use that, but I want to get these brake pads out. Oh, no, of course. Hang on. Right. There we go. Get our little pry bar. I think, yeah, that's it. You need the pry bar to get them out. just make sure that's out. It wasn't out. There we go. So we need 4 brake pads. We need a front right caliper and a left hub. So brakes. Front right caliper. Brake pads front. Suspension. And we need a... Where are you? That's hub. I can't remember which one it was. We put it on the front right, so it's front left. But that's correct. Let's just go with the front left. We need a hub F5. Yeah. And then brakes. We'll go for a brake disc. Front 4, rear 4, and 5. See how that works. So we'll put the hub on. Did I bring my... I didn't even bring my wrench. That's a bad idea. Right, so we'll get this attached. Oh, big autosave. We need our screwdriver and the disc. Okay, we'll then attach oh, did I buy the wrong one? I bought the one for this side because the one for this side I've already got. Yeah. So I didn't buy the wrong one. That's good. We'll attach that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Honestly. Let's put our brake pads in because we're going to need them. Right, and then let's get our hub on. I left my wrench back there again. Where is it? I kicked it. That's it. That's it. We're looking at 1, 2. You've got a disc. Actually need to take you off. Come on. We'll get these brakes done and then we'll be just about on time then. Wait. It's perfect. Grab you, grab you. Okay. So apart from steering and possibly control arms. Ooh, didn't see this. I'm going to have to cut all this out and replace it with new stuff. That's a bigger job than I was expecting. But that's okay. We got the basics of the front suspension in. To be fair, the engine could go in at this point, which I'm actually really tempted with popping the engine in. Actually, yeah, you know what? Let's get the engine in. Let's get the engine at least in place. Because we can just pick it up, place it, and then that'll connect it to the car. You get that little stutter. Okay, engine's in place. We're nearly there. So the engine's in and ready to go. I think everything's done on it. I'll find out soon, I suppose, won't I? We need to take the gearbox out. We need to add the steering rack, the steering linkages, the tie rods. We need the radiator, the coolant, and all that kind of stuff. We need any control arms that may have and brake lines, but we can do all that. It's not a problem. Okay, well, I think we're going to leave it there. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and next time we're going to try and get this front end finished and maybe work on some of that nasty rust. But that's for next time. Thanks very much.